All right, sup guys, welcome back to the channel, Too Easy Sports Betting. I'm Trice Too Easy, guys. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. You've been here, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. It helps me and my channel a lot. And lastly, if you'd like to join my sports betting community in Discord, it'll be in the pinned comment and in the description of the video. Come join, come be a part of something great. Come share your slips, talk about these sports with us. Okay, so we will review yesterday. Then we'll get into the player props, we'll get into the slate, and I will get you out of here with a bag. Now, full disclaimer for today. I hate the slate. I hate the spots. I hate everything about basketball today. I'm probably going to do half unit bets on everything. I'm going to bet. I mean, that's what I do, right? I'm Needy Bennett. I do this shit. But I'm not probably going to put full unit. It'll probably be half unit bets tonight and just try to get some action and hopefully get a unit maybe. The slate is awful. It's one of the worst slates I've seen. A lot of hype around the Luka game tonight. I'm not buying. Just a lot of bad spots that I feel personally. But anyways, yesterday review. 8-1. I was this close to the sweep. I was this close. Miles Bridges turbo sped to 6 boards in like the first or second quarter, then didn't even attempt to try to get a rebound the rest of the game. Like I swear to you, this shit is rigged. He literally turbo sprinted to 6 boards. And if you watch him after he got 6, he completely stopped even trying to get boards. He wouldn't even go near the, it was like watching a completely different player. I'm telling you, he intentionally did that shit. Watch the game, watch the full game and tell me you don't see him manipulating his board stat. He needs to be investigated. Anyways, Pistons plus 2.5 check, Bulls check, Paul George check. Hey, waitress, check please. Cash me the fuck out. Dyson Daniels over 5.5 boards check, Timberwolves 12.5 check, SGA over 31 check, Jazz 4.5 check. Oh, I'm doubting the Bulls. Don't you ever, or the Jazz? Don't you ever doubt them fucking Jazz again? Don't you ever doubt the most underrated, most talented team in the league again? Them goddamn Jazz are some hoopers with heart. Then I live bet the Kings fourth quarter under 58.5. Guys, there was like 35 points with a minute and 45 seconds left. That game finished with 58. I was fucking sweating that somehow. I assumed it was cast. I was already placing another bet with the money I won from that one. And I started watching, and the fucking they just kept hooping and hooping like they wouldn't. They were up 40 points and they were still sprinting up and down the court trying to hit threes, and they was cashing them bitches. Luckily, the Hornets sat there and shot about 15 bricks in a row. I'm dead serious. I've never seen a worse display of basketball played in my life. The Hornets shot, I was being dramatic. They shot 7 shots in a row and bricked every one of them. They would shoot. The Kings were basically letting them have the rebound. They were trying to do anything to cook that under 58 line, get some money back for Vegas. They couldn't do it. Brick, let them shoot, brick, let them shoot, brick 7 times in a row. Watch the fucking highlights if you don't believe me. This really happened in an NBA game. The Hornets last night put on the worst display of NBA talent I've ever seen in my entire life. Ever. It was awful. It hurt to watch. Anyways, guys, that's it for yesterday. Check, please. Keep it coming, baby. And let's get it. Props. First one I'm on, guys. Again, I only have a few plays today. I'm on Jason Tatum over 39.5 PRA. Now, this may surprise a lot of people because on the season, he has a 50% hit rate. Last 20, he's only got a 40% hit rate. But last 10, he's got 60. And last 5, he's got an 80% hit rate. Now, we have not seen that fully rested, fully healthy Celtics team until recently, and they have been going fucking nuts. But if you look head to head, I mean, if you look at the power forward versus the Raptors, they're awful. They're one of the worst defensive teams in the league. But head to head, Jason Tatum does not do good. I mean, he's only hit it 1 time out of 6 versus the Raptors. So a lot of you might be like, well, why don't you play the under? The under is the move. And at first, I was thinking that. But again, these math plays hit for us almost every time. You don't find them a lot, but almost every time you see a big time math play, it hits. And if you look here, FanDuel has ESPN Bet has it at minus 115. BetMGM minus 115. Bet365 minus 115. But then you look at Prize Picks is minus 119. Underdogs minus 120. Caesars is minus 125. And DraftKings is minus 140. When you see these discrepancies, when you see one book at 115 and another book at minus 140, something's going on. These plays hit almost every time I play them. These math plays where one book has it really weirdly low and you see all these other books, you have to lay way more juice. They almost always hit. I can't explain it. I don't know why. You know, it's just corrupt and rigged. For whatever reason, these math plays hit almost every time. So when I see DraftKings at minus 140, Caesars minus 125, and there's a few other books that are minus 130, 135 that you can't see. Even another one, who was it? There's another one that had a minus 140 as well. Then FanDuel's at minus 115. You have to lock it. They hit almost every time. So historically, you don't see this. And on the season, it's a coin flip. But these books are quite sure he's hitting it, and you got to go with it when this happens. Our math plays continue to cash. Let's bet it. Next, Derek White over 14.5. Again, guys, it doesn't make sense. FanDuel, you can get it plus 108. Then you have DraftKings minus 115, PrizePicks minus 119, DraftKings minus 120, and Caesars minus 126. These hit for us at such a high percentage, I have to play it. I don't like any of these plays. I don't like any of this. I didn't like any props or any slate tonight. It's just a math play. I mean, you're getting plus money when Caesars is minus 126. It's such a big discrepancy. You have to lock that. Some of these books know something. When you see them, these big, one of them just has more information sooner. FanDuel will end up dropping this line. BetMGM, Bet365, ESPN Bet, they'll end up dropping this line. They just don't have that insider info yet. I guarantee it. Soon as they do, these lines will move quick. So try to lock these. Try to lock Tatum now. Try to lock Derek White now. Lastly, guys, I'm on Amen Thompson over 8.5 boards. And again, I hate to default to this, but I don't like these plays. It's just another math play. That's it. Oh, but let me talk real quick though. Derek White on the season, 67% hit to the over. Head to head, 57%. Last time he didn't do good, but the 2 times before that, which were this season, he covered it. Last 20, 55%. Last 10, 80%. Last 5, 80%. He's been hooping. The guy's just been hooping. Versus the guard, again, the Raptors defense is just awful. So I actually do have some faith in him hitting this, besides the fact that it's a math play, but I still think it's too high. But it just makes sense. And then again with Amen Thompson, on the season, 44% hit rate, last 20, 65, last 10, 70, last 5, 100%. He's been getting boards. Head to head though, he's never hit it. However, FanDuel's minus 132, Underdogs is minus 160. It's just another math play where the lines are not close. There's too big of a discrepancy. Underdog knows something. BetMGM, DraftKings, they know something. FanDuel a little late to the party, they'll end up dropping it. I guarantee it. So, and versus the forward, I mean, the Rockets are the Bucks are 27th versus boards. They're horrible at stopping teams from boarding anyway. So over 8.5 for him. These are all 3 math plays. I can't stress this enough. I'm not necessarily co-signing or liking these plays. Just the books and the way their odds are priced. We hit these a lot, so I'm playing them. They're all 3 math plays. Okay, let's get into the slate and review each game, and I'm gonna get y'all out of here. And again, guys, I can't stress this enough. Do half units. I don't like the slate. Celtics and the Raptors. I'm on the Celtics minus 10.5. It's now minus 11.5. Try to find that 10.5 if you can. Why am I on this play, guys? Since the Celtics have come back from break healthy and playing ball, they've been unstoppable. They've been covering every spread. They've been blowing out basically every team they've seen. They've covered the spread every game, I believe. Why not bet it? And now they're versus the worst defense in the league. You have Celtics who are some scoring machines and a great defense. I don't think the Raptors stand a chance in hell. The only difference is Drew Holiday should be out. However, Peyton Pritchard's going to take his place, and Peyton is damn near just as good, if not better, than Drew. Peyton's stats are the same, if not better. Shit, bitch. They're trying to kill me. Anyways, Peyton's stats are just as good as Drew's. I could care less which one of these two played. They both ball. So, well, they both are mid as fuck, but Drew Holiday is not that big of a loss. Peyton Pritchard's just as good. And the rest of the team, all the key parts and true talent, the players you need in are healthy. Celtics have looked unstoppable since coming back with a majorly healthy team besides Drew, who is easily replaced by his bench counterpart. It's too low, 10.5. I don't usually lay lines this big, but 10.5 is lovely. I'm all over it. Next, guys, Cavs and the Magic. The Magic can't score. I understand the Magic have the best defense in the league. I get the Cavs have the best offense. So you have that matchup there. The problem is the Magic literally cannot score. They watch them play, man. They can't fucking make a bucket to save their life. It's hard to watch this low-ass scoring team. They're the most boring team in the league because they're so good on defense, and they go on the other side and they don't score either. You're just watching the game in awe at how bad it is. The Magic can't score. The Cavs shred good defenses all the time. They eat good defenses alive all the time. They score 30, 40 a quarter versus everybody. It doesn't matter how good the D is. It just doesn't matter. This is just like in baseball. I always said, guys, good pitcher versus good batter. The hot batter is going to win every single time. A good pitcher will strike out a a slightly above average batter, an average batter, a below average batter, they're gonna strike them out. They're gonna get them. They will win that battle. But a hot bat beats a hot pitcher every single time. And you guys saw me profit on that last season constantly. This is the same scenario. That hot offense beats a hot defense every time, because the hot defense will stop a above average offense, a mid-tier offense, and a low-tier offense, but they're not going to stop an absolutely elite on-fire offense. It just doesn't happen. Give me the Cavs by 7.5. Suns and the Grizzlies, fade for me. I can't call it. I don't know. I don't like it. The Grizzlies are fully healthy, but they haven't been playing good. Ja Morant's been looking like shit, and Desmond's starting to have a couple bad games. The Suns, how do you cap them? How do you trust them? I don't even want to talk about them. Fade. Bucks and the Rockets, how can you cap the Bucks? I would love to be on the Bucks at plus 3.5. I would love to, but some games they look like the fucking Wizards, and some games they look like the Cavs. I can't cap them. Fade. Spurs and the Pelicans. This one, guys, let's not overthink it. I don't like it necessarily. I'm doing half units tonight. We just saw the Spurs and Pelicans play. I was on the Spurs at plus, I think it was plus 2.5. They led the game the entire game. They looked great. They were hot. They were on fire. They led for 4 quarters, and then the start of the three quarters, start of the fourth, they blew the lead and got blew out. They lost by like 10 points. That was with them leading and playing some phenomenal ball. Do you trust the Spurs to come out here and lead 3 quarters again and play good basketball and then close out a game after what we just saw? Don't overthink it. We just saw this play out, and we saw the Spurs do their best, and they still lost. I don't think they can do better than they did last time. Pelicans are fully healthy. I think they win again. Let's do the Pelicans minus 2.5 this time. Hornets and Warriors. This is a joke of a game. Faded. The Hornets just put on the worst display in NBA history. We're not even going to put money near them. And then the Mavs and Lakers, guys, I have to fade this game. That minus 10.5 is nuts. If I were to pick a side, I'd be on the Mavs plus 9.5. That minus 9.5 is crazy to me. The Mavs are good, man. I know they're injured, but they're good. The Lakers haven't shown us shit, truthfully. I think 9.5 versus the Mavs is kind of nuts. I don't think Luka has this 40, 50 point night either. I think he goes under his line at 32. I think he goes under. We haven't seen it. Why are we doing, oh, well, he's versus team. I understand that, but like, they're not really incorporating him that much, and he's not getting that much minutes, and he's not really hooping that well. You gotta call it what it is. I'm not putting money on that. I'm not putting money on Luka, and I'm not putting money on them Lakers. I would be on the Mavs plus 9.5, but I'm staying away. Final plays, guys. Here they are. Shit, this ain't been working. There we go. Celtics minus 10.5. Derek White over 14.5 points. Tatum over 39.5 PRA. Cavs minus 7.5. Amon Thompson over 8.5 boards, and the Pelicans minus 2.5. That's all I got, guys. Probably be heavy on live bets tonight for full units, but for this shit, I hate this slate. I'm gonna wait to bet unders live. Let's get out of here. Let's get a bag and let's crack these folks.